Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak 2, where Act 1B has got underway with our Substitute Spriggans being given a job with a very familiar theme to it. Thank you, Swin. Yes, you understand what I'm saying. As we have to go off and investigate Tyrell Tower, but with our Substitute Spriggans now having to beat the streets of Edith, we have a sweep before us. A sweep before us indeed. So, we turn around straight away. What the hell music was on the radio that time? Okay. You guys headed out again? Well, guess I can't nag you for not being diligent with work, huh? Oh, wow. Look at the treatment you get versus Van. Keep at it while you're still young, kiddos. Working hard's how you earn respect in this world. Yeah, totally. I'm retiring as soon as I can. I'd say something, but I'm really not up for hearing a lecture right now. I'm just wondering why you haven't just robbed the bank yet or something.
Here are the latest forecasts for regions throughout
Youth need all the hard work they can get. It's how you grow into a respectable adult, after all. You'll keep an eye on them, right? At least until that punk kid comes back. Leave it to me. It seems I've been elected to be their guardian. Well, I suppose I don't mind. Trial run for the kids in the future, right? Trial run. Yellow candy is available, and I have bought the paper, so I don't need to read it again to start off our sweep.
Stop by again.
Right, let's head back into Montmart.
Relaxing.
It's relaxing in here. Alone time's pretty nice, huh? The breakfast set at Montmart is as delicious as ever, and Paulette's coffee is to die for. I'm glad my husband suggested we go on a date for once. Walker's been taking care of his son alone ever since he got divorced. But he's been on an awful lot of business trips lately. Of course, we don't mind taking care of Harry, but, well, he's a good kid. Always make sure to take care of all his chores, too. He should be playing with our kids right about now. Me, my wife, and Hawker all grew up in this neighborhood together. So watching Sheena, Mark, and Harry play really brings back memories. Sheena's practically a carbon copy of her mum back then, so strong-willed. It's quite interesting how it's like, of course, we're playing a second game, but we're really at the start of the second game, so it's reaffirming, just in case anyone is playing Trails Through Daybreak 2 first, the relationships, even again. Or jogging our memory, but it's only been 3 months for us as well. A lot longer than it was, of course. A lot longer for the Japanese audience between games. And Hawker, though, didn't he say he'd be back by now? It seems like all of his business trips have been getting longer and longer. Really makes me worry for his health. Well, technically, it's like 8 months, isn't it? But 3 months since we finished the prior game. Oh, hello. It's good to see you all. I've heard you two have been hard at work recently. Yeah, and I definitely overdid it a little. I don't think I can move another step, unless there's a reward waiting for me. You'll survive. Do you think some coffee would help? I could also get you a tartatan if you'd like. A moment of reprieve offered by our beauteous landlady. I suppose we've no choice but to accept such largesse. Don't you think you should be cutting down on the sweets, Nadia? La la la, can't hear you. Are they always like this? Well, feel free to take a seat, alright? I'm glad to see you're accompanying the kids today, Elaine. Thank you for keeping an eye on them. Of course, we should be back before sundown, by the way. So responsible. Hey, you don't think she really needs our help, right? You're not getting out of work, Nadia.
All right, let's move.
Oh, what would you like?
Melt and the Mouse stew is available to buy. It's so weird having these guys treated as kids again when we know that they've probably killed as many people exist on this street. They've literally probably have a body count to that amount. Ugh. You're hungry? Well, I guess I can't be too surprised. Grown kids need to eat their fill after all, so hurry up and tell me what you want. It seems Victor has a soft spot for children. Yeah, and he's good, and he's a good cook too. He does tend to nag a lot, but I'm sure he's just trying to look out for us. To be honest, maybe it's a lot less than that, to be fair. They were young. Don't exactly know how long they were employed out in the field after all. A delinquent, asking children to do his job. Well, if anything happens, you come tell me, alright? I love how responsible you are. Recreating meals, Victor. Melt in the Mouse stew has been added to the menu. Well, we've already got one of them.
Take care out there.
Don't need to recreate the meal. I guess we should also head up here, shouldn't we? So did you get the guard's room? Oh, yep, you did. 2 single beds. No, you did push them to get. It's funny because these guys are obviously an established couple, but they're not that way along yet. What's a fashion-y magazine there by the look of it? Where's your goods, Svin? Like, we got like Nadia corner, Nadia stuff. We've just got a couple of books. I love they've gone with the blue and the pink motif for their bedspread. Our colors are set. We cannot deviate. To be honest, I think that room's pretty, a good room to have, be right next to the bathroom and all. But to be honest, I guess you'd be woken up by everyone going to the bathroom. Is this cat fine? Hey, look, there's a kitten over here. Oh, maybe this is their new home. Why don't we leave them be? Isn't there supposed to be some sort of boss cat in Old Town? I don't think I've seen her around today. It's not a quest involving the boss cat. The boss cat hasn't been kidnapped. We must rescue the cat ASAP.
Let's get out there and kick some
I see you're working hard as always.
Well, if it isn't Swin and Nadia, did you two eat your breakfast this morning? Wow, I delivered that first line flat. I'm sure Paulette does her best to check on you both, but I just wanted to make sure. Here, I had some leftover ingredients this morning. Why didn't you take a few? Why, thank you. Assorted grains. Great, I love free stuff. Dan told us we should be cooking for ourselves, so we'll be sure to put this to good use. We certainly will. Seems the people of Old Town really keep an eye out for them. That makes me feel a little bit better. You know, Van actually asked us to make sure you two were getting along all right. Well, come by anytime. I'll keep some fresh vegetables for you. Yay, thank you. Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Looking is always free, you know.
Depends what you've got on offer. Are you going to sell cider to the kids? I bet I could buy it as well.
Come see us again sometime.
Nothing beats a peaceful life.
A dine and dash sounds like a job for the police. Back off, Spriggan. We'll see how hungry these criminals are after we serve them a nice big helping of cow pie. Ugh. You said it, Inspector. And guess what? I got some eyewitness testimonies right here. Nice work, Officer Mark. Keep this up and you just might earn a promotion. I'll be sure to catch the criminals before the Spriggans do. Once everyone's gone, I'll finally be able to get back to reading my book. A boy and a girl who became assassins, sir. I can't wait to see how it all ends. Now, why does that sound familiar? Wait a second. You don't think it's that book the organization put out, right? About 3 and 9? I'm just going to go ahead and ignore that. We're literally right here. Oh, Swin, Nadia. Good morning, you mate. You having some fun today? Yeah, I'm a Spriggan right now, and I'm going to send all the bad guys crying to their mummies. Glad to hear it. Just make sure to stay safe, all right? Maybe she could teach Van a thing or two. I don't think I get it. Oh, hey, you guys. Can you play right now? I wanted to see the rest of Mr. Bear's play. Of course. The one about Marquis Bear Mark II, right? I'm ready to go when you are, Yume. Now, I've got the perfect excuse for slacking off. And now we know what you're really up to. Well, if you're going to play outside, just make sure you don't get hurt, all right? Thanks, Swin. Have fun at work. Harry's bike is so cool looking and it's super fast too. I wanted to ride it by myself earlier, but my legs don't even reach the pedals. Guess it's just a little too big for you, huh? I'm sorry to hear it, but riding a bike like that could get pretty dangerous, you know? And there are a lot of stairs in Old Town as well. Make sure you're careful when playing, all right? Hello, Natalia. Did you want to butt in? Oh my, you're those Substitute Spriggans I've been hearing about, aren't you? I don't believe I've had the chance to introduce myself yet. My name is Natalia. I'm a business consultant. Oh, okay, true. 100% truth. Perhaps you've heard my name spoken in the business world. Every company I work with sees profits grow in only a matter of weeks. Really? Maybe you'll be able to help us then. Isn't this great, S? We should be able to retire in no time with her help. She hasn't even shown us any proof yet. Okay, fine. So how do you think you could raise profits for us? If you tell us some of your strategies, maybe we'll believe you. Oh, such tricky as you are. You think you can get me to give you ideas for free? Try again, kiddos. Oh, shoot. We were so close too. Maybe don't indulge here, you guys. I could certainly sense your desire for profit. However, I was once a lawyer, a stateswoman, and a negotiator. Don't think you can get one over on me anytime soon. She's 100% lying. Sounds like she really hates to lose, too. What's up with you, May, still? Van's out on a business trip, and Ferry and the others haven't come back yet. But it's not so bad when Agnes comes by to visit. Plus, Swin and Nadia are here, too. Anyway, good luck with work, everybody. The Spriggan duo, Harry and Yume, are on the case. Yeah, we'll protect Old Town with our lives. And anyone who steals from Yume's cafeteria will face my wrath. I'll make sure they face the consequences, Yume, especially with this caliber one of mine. Sounds like they're really getting into it. Spriggan roleplay, huh? I almost mistook them for the real thing. Guess the kids around here look up to Spriggans more than braces. I mean, you could mistake them for the real thing on the basis that it's not like we have a uniform. We could ride a bike if we want to. Don't worry, alright? I'll make sure she doesn't get hurt. But I wonder what Dad's... well, whatever. Anyway, don't you think Sheena's changed a little too much lately? Like, seriously, who is that?
So sleepy.
There's a 12. Needs to be about the kitten. There's Tiger, too. Oh. What's going on here? Meow. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh no, poor Tiger. The new cat has entered the street and is vying for the affection of a 12. Ooh, someone just got rejected. Can't think of any other way to interpret it. He's the top cat over in the center marché. Coming to Old Town must have been quite a trek for him. poor Tiger. Well, Etoile, if this cat's bothering you, I can see them out if you like. Are we going to see a cat love story develop throughout our game now? Whatever next. Oh, you're from Arkride Solutions. Are you alright? Did something happen? No, not that we're aware of. Oh, I'd heard rumors that orphaned children had been taken in by your office lately. I was a bit worried that maybe you'd been kidnapped from your homeland only to be sold as assistance. I'm sure you've had to face many hardships along the way. Please, if you need anything at all, let me know. Is that what happened? Not in the slightest. Still, maybe it'd be useful to have her think we're a bunch of sob-story orphans. Stop scheming, Nadia. There's already a ginger kitten in this town, though. I mean, you're only children, right? How could he make you do all his work for him? Really, if there's anything I can help with, please let me know. Oh, I'm glad she's on our side. Ah, good grief.
The goddess of the sky is always
Please,
watching
please,
over
please
us.
let Curtis pass his exam. Wait, is praying for that too intrusive of me? I know I've decided not to interfere in his choices any longer, but will this actually do anything to affect his exam results? It should be fine, right? Well, now I'm not so sure. I'll just pray that he does his best then. And for his health too. I try my best to learn new trades occasionally. Sister Miria actually decided she would like to follow in my footsteps as well. I suggested now was an opportune time for her to learn some of the pharmaceutical teachings of the Septian Church. After all, spring is a wonderful time to partake in new interests. Just remember to enjoy yourselves along the way. The pharmaceutical lore of the church is much deeper than you might think. Lore? Although some of it is indeed taught during training to become a sister, there are volumes and volumes that follow after. It may be a bit difficult for her at first, but I'm sure she'll manage to find the fun in it all. I do wonder, like, exactly what point Van and crew are up to over the other side, considering everything's taking place at the same time. What have we done? Is Van starring in the movie right now? Or not starring, he's being there and he's going to be removed from the actual final cut, but still. You know, Father Nikolai has been teaching me how to make medicine lately. It is the duty of the Septian Church to aid the unfortunate after all. If I can learn how to mix medicine properly, I can offer more aid as well. Of course, I need to actually make them right first. Well, I'll keep studying in the meantime. For now, it's just poisons I make. Nothing but poison.
Don't be such a stick in the mud.
Who's being a stick in the mud? My parents used to get on my case to study all the time, become a good citizen, you know, that kind of stuff. But lately they've been saying they're proud of me no matter what I do, and honestly that's kind of annoying too. I mean, I know they're trying to make an effort and everything. Still, it's so weird. Maybe I should try to meet them halfway. The entrance exam has to take priority though. I barely passed the qualifier. At least I was able to figure out what my weak points were. Now I just need to study till I drop. Just 2 weeks now. Oh, come on, I'm so close. I'm like hoping this family's story doesn't develop any more than this, by the way, during this game, because like what they actually went through in just the previous game alone, well, I think they could do with like a whole game's worth of rest, considering this is only a couple of months later. This is like a couple of months removed from him smoking that stuff, right? I was in the area, so I figured why not stop by. Morning baths really do wonders, huh? Especially after all that running I did. Man, 100 silk will really do you in. But at least I've started cutting down on my times. I think that bath was well deserved. Hey, Huck, I finished with that assignment you gave me. Oh, you mean this year's budget forecast? Well done, Anya. So then, what were your estimates for how the loss of reparations might affect profit? Well, at least 70% of reparations went to investments and development anyway. If you look at the capital to asset ratio of the BOE, I think we'll be in a pretty stable position, actually. That went way over my head. I can't believe she's younger than us. Sure is good at using a noggin, huh? I've always made it a point to discuss business with Anya. What do you know? The girl's picked up on it in no time. I'm sure she'd make for a fine economic analyst someday. She's been pretty adamant about not wanting to go down that route, though. Hey there, Anya. Oh, hi, Swin. Nadia, here to take a bath in the middle of the day? That's a little weird. Well, I'm sure Elaine would drag you right out if she thought you were up to something. Oh, it's nothing like that. Actually, we're on a date. No, we're not. And when did you two get so close? Anya and I had a long talk about romance the other day. We decided that childhood friends to lovers makes for the best sort of couples. Yeah, first loves are always bittersweet, and then it all comes down to whether the boy can ever see the girl as a possible partner. Why do they have the same interests? Well, at least they seem to be getting along. I think Elaine is like, I also believe in this. You know, Van actually asked me to look after you two. Why don't I offer you a few discounts? Sure, I'll take some strawberry milk then, and put it on Van's tab. Wasn't the discount enough? She never changes, does she?
Welcome to
we'll take our
Laguna.
bath just in case we get anything for it, as is the way.
This is nice.
You're making this up, Sam? No, I'm not about the kid smoking the stuff. That family over there went through
I'm burning up in here.
job change,
Can I leave
relocation.
already?
Job change, relocation. Parents feuding and
Glad I
absolutely
stuck it out.
hating each other. The parents absolutely despised each other. Putting pressure on the kid is the only thing to do, leading the kid to like go to drugs. And then like we had to like step in and this all happened over the game until it led into a quest right at the end. That one family on the corner.
Come back anytime.
Oh, we didn't even get... Oh, no, we did get something for that. Yeah. Visited bath. Job done. We just step in and we recommended divorce, which shook them up. Yeah.
Stick in the mud.
My God.
Thank you all for stopping by.
And it's just like, that's one family. Now over the other side of the street. And that's the Trell's experience when you engage in this NPC's life, isn't it? So, you guys are familiar with Van? That's right, I'm Nadia and this is Swin. We'll be acting as Substitute Spriggans for a while. You guys really seem to know what you're doing here. Figure we might get some repairs while we're around. Is there something on my face? No, that's not... These kids are talented enough to fill in for Van, and here I am. I'm still thinking about the crazy stabby lady. Oh, I'm sure we'll meet her at some point. Is she out yet? Did we say something we shouldn't have? Don't take it personally. Let's just leave her be for the moment. Sorry, let us know if you've got any work for us, alright? If only I could go outside. I'm sure I'd meet all sorts of engineers. I could even listen to some lectures at the college or visit some workshops. But the outside world is so scary all the time. I'm useless. She seemed pretty scared of us when we first came in. Yeah, but her skills are top-notch, don't you think? What a waste. We're gonna go to the Sidon district to check on the guy that looked at the swimsuit models on his phone, and then like it was his company computer, wasn't it? Yeah, so we had to hack in to like remove the stuff because he was getting blackmailed by a fisher on the internet.
I can handle maintenance or modifications.
I love how all this stuff sounds insane
again.
because it's just not stuff that normally happens in video games. Rebecca hasn't gone outside in over a decade now. She's been working really hard to overcome her fears though. Tried just about everything you can think of. But her main roadblock is talking to people she's not familiar with. Well, I'm sure she'll get it someday.
Let's go.
Alright, her dad left on another business trip recently, but that's nothing new really. All he said before he left was that he was going north. Nothing about when he'll be home next, of course. So he's going north. But yeah, but you might end up with another person here, Chris.
Allow me to assist.
It's possible. I think I'll buy your iron wrench. That might be a trade item.
Hope to see you again.
Right, where are we off to? I think we talked to pretty much everyone in town now. The only place we haven't gone is the quest, so first part of the sweep is done. That's a lie.
Let's get out there and kick some butt.
We haven't talked to that person. There's a flyer posted with information on how to apply for Why don't you live there, you guys? I guess an apartment's probably better for you. I've loved nature ever since I was a little kid. I like to travel to check out natural landmarks nowadays as well. I could recommend you hundreds of them, but the number one spot has to be Dirk Memorial Park. Oh, do you want to see some of the rare eastern plants I brought back as souvenirs?
What would you like? Please stop by again sometime.
Nothing to buy at this point, and there shouldn't be anything new in the vending machine. Right. Old Town done.
What's on the menu?
There's a 4 SPG on the bulletin board. Parc Perilleux. We've recently received reports of a large dangerous monster in the area in Dirk Memorial Park of all places. The monster is a Gashaskal Abyss, requesting Arkride Solutions handle this immediately. That seems like a good one to just go off and do.
There it is. A new 4 SPG.
Let's just act like we never saw it.
I'm afraid you aren't getting out of this that easily.
And with a devilish smile lacing her lips, she burdened the poor, hapless Nana with work.
That she did.
Accessing your schedule.
What? You've got a weird AI voice there on your thing, buddy. Well, where to next? This is the entirety of our sweep is all of this. Dirk Memorial Park is where we got one quest. We got a quest over on Station Street as well. Let's go to the Tyrell District first.
Let's be on our way.
Have we been here since we didn't go here on the first week, did we? This is the first time in Tyrell, right?
I get to go shopping with Mommy.
How are the police doing today? Looks like today's accident and incident tallies for the Tyrell District are down from last week. Let's just hope it stays that way. Why the doom and gloom, Karen? Is there something you're expecting to happen? No, it's just until recently the whole force was on maximum alert. We still don't really know what about. It ended as quickly as it started, but that only has me more anxious. Even now, my mind keeps drifting back to it. Oh, okay. Oh, I getcha. That whole mess was way bizarre. Definitely makes you wonder. On top of that, it happened right after we finally got to stop watching our backs for our matter. You gotta let it go on some level, Karen, or you won't be able to focus on the work at hand. I know. It's just hard to get it out of my head. Oh, I envy you sometimes, Nancy. You're always so in control of your emotions. She must be referring to the incident with that Crimson Beast. It only stands to reason that the local authorities would be slightly on edge too. That said, most of the details are probably being kept under wraps. Still, I get why they'd feel uneasy even if there haven't been any new cases. We're pretty much in the same boat. I guess I can't deny that things are more peaceful now. It's our job as police officers to keep it that way. Until last year, that rotten lowdown mafia had the entire populace wrapped up in terror. We have to do everything in our power to make sure our citizens never feel that unsafe again. Life tends to move on whether or not you like it. Knowing when and how to switch gears is the only real way to deal with that. Karen has a tough time getting out of her serious mode though, so I'll just have to nudge her out myself. I'm going to skip over a couple of people here. I'll talk to you. You're the person who looks for new talent on the streets. What do we have here? 2 exquisite specimens. The talent, I can't get them in shot though. Each has an impressive demeanor and sense of style that perfectly complements their natural beauty. The blonde one feels somehow familiar though. Perhaps she has already broken into the industry. Pardon me, but may we help you? I can't think of many respectable reasons to leer at a woman's figure and ogle her every move. Sounded to me like he was analysing our charm points though. Maybe this isn't just your average girl watcher. Where are my manners? My apologies for any discomfort I've caused. Let me explain. I'm a scout for fashion models both professional and amateur, the latter of which is new to the scene. My work entails hunting around for individuals who have a gift for making the most of their wardrobes. I spoke up because I believe the both of you possess what it takes to rise to the top of the industry. Fashion models? Now you've got my attention. I did hear some places in Calvard these days are hiring rookies their readers can relate to better. Now I understand what the girl next door look, as they call it. You're looking for new girls to feature in magazines, with the hopes that they'll ultimately grace the EGC runway. Having said that, we don't have the time to spare for such activities. so I'm afraid we'll have to decline. That's a shame, but I understand fully. Personal circumstances and whatnot. I do most of my scouting in this general area, so feel free to reach out if you change your minds. Seems walking around town with these two at once turns a lot of heads. Lesson learned. I mean, this is literally his job, though. Models come in different types. Most recent on the scene are the ones who do amateur work for magazines and such. There's a girl named San, for example. One of her friends introduced us to each other late last year, after which I scouted her. She only takes on assignments every so often, but it's done wonders for her confidence and self-esteem. These occasional chances to guide someone's life in a positive direction is part of what makes this job so rewarding. I just wish you weren't doing it in a trench coat and a fedora. No. It's like,
What news?
you're in the uniform of pervs. It's the only way I can put it. Hey, Kageyoshi's on the roof. It's still got the same voice, though. What is this rude little fuzzball's problem? Shoo, go yell at someone your own size.
All new adventure. The Adventures of Rockford. Golden Calamity. In theaters now.
Hey, just look at all this hustle and bustle. Go where the people gather and cast a wide net. That's Business 101. Today's shaping up to be a grand old time. Anyone else hearing this lady? I can't put my finger on it, but something definitely feels off about her. It's hard to disagree.
3 Point Heat. Now playing at a theater near you.
Where's-
Take wing and soar above the court.
Where's Madame
Blade
True
trail
Crime?
those who follow.
What? Wait a second, something's wrong with this shot. What's going on?
We embarked on a journey. To
Hey,
reclaim
guys.
what's rightfully ours.
Guys in YouTube, guys in the chat.
Saga of
What's
Revival,
missing?
The Return of the King. Now
This is
playing.
weird. That's messed up everything.
Please step on up.
Was it always there? Wait, no. Maybe it's my brain. Was it lowered? Has it been moved at all? Has this door been moved? Or am I imagining this? Something's weird about this. Our family has been living in this country since my husband transferred here for work last year. Near the end of December, we returned to Elsem to hear the Grand Prince's New Year's address and join in the festivities. What's strange is, upon our return to the Republic, I felt serene. Not quite as much as I would in my ancestral home, but still. It came as a bit of a shock. I suppose I've become more accustomed to life in Calvard than I realised. That door has always been there. In that exact position on the stairs, though? I feel like it was further up, like here. Oh well, that's my bad. No matter how accustomed I get to the lifestyle, though, not having any familiar faces around me can be rather isolating. It would be nice if I could get to know the people in my neighbourhood better. I'm a bit envious of Lolo in that sense. You made friends the moment he entered Sunday school here. I don't know, it was like a weird muscle memory disconnect, but obviously I'm wrong. My Sunday school teacher and friends helped me get used to Calvard pretty fast, but it's even better now that Mummy's settling in too. I think she's lonely though, since Daddy's always busy. Maybe she should make her own friends. But to be honest, what I'm talking about is the fact that our true crime lover's gone. Yeah, that's totally it. Pivot, then you could be correct. Welcome to McMillan Cafe. Just let me know if there's anything I can help you with. I may only be a part-timer, but don't worry, my resume's pretty hefty. I'm only working here at the cafe right now, but I used to have a whole list of part-time jobs. So if there's one thing I've got, it's experience. You better believe I'll put it to use.
So sleepy.
Welcome to McMillan Cafe. Take a seat anywhere you like. As the Tyrell District can get rather lively, my goal is to provide a place of solace in the midst of all the hubbub. We get customers of all sorts in here, each with their own wants that we strive to accommodate. So please, do let me know if you have any special concerns that need attention. The cafe has been seeing a lot more students and other youngsters now that spring is almost here. By the same token, I've also noticed a rise in folks raring to start a new life, as well as those who are anxious about doing so. My hope is that this place can help soothe their minds as they embark on the past before them.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Welcome! McMillan Latte will buy.
Please stop by again.
He's very excited. Do you know what? I'm so excited as well. Why don't we skip forward in this sweep
Care for some popcorn?
for a little treat? Nah, we'll leave it. I can't skip. That's just not how this works. No 4
What to do?
SPGs on the board. Hey, there's a chest down here. This is the entrance to the waterway. You don't have any particular business here? No. What do you mean I don't have any particular business here right now? We all see this. I have business, I have business with this chest.
Near you.
I want it.
And soar above the court. And blaze a trail for those.
Marielle. Oh, nice of you to visit, Elaine. And who do we have here? These are the Substitute Spriggans Van appointed to fill in for him while he's out at the capital. I issued a request to the both of them, hence why they're assisting me right now. How do you do? I'm N and this is S. You must be Marielle. We read about you in the files Van left us. Wow, you sure are polite. N and S, was it? Her name is Nadia and mine is Swin. She's just messing with you. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Sounds like you two must be pretty close. I learned about that criminal who appeared at the Republican Army garrison, by the way. Nothing of note has happened since the incident, so the police and government are both at a standstill. On top of that, there's another troubling case I've been keeping tabs on recently. A journalist I looked up to told me to follow my intuition, so I'm going to stick this one out a bit. A journalist she looked up to? I think I can guess who that might be. Not really following, but I like the confidence. Good luck out there. I've still got a lot to learn as a journalist. But for now, I'm going to follow my gut and pound the pavements and search for scoop. It was nice meeting you, by the way. If you run into any good leads, be sure to let me in on them. Good old Marielle.
Already confirmed that on our end, though.
Man, I've never seen Marielle this gung-ho before. Apparently, the editor-in-chief's given her a little more freedom to act on her own as a reward for her accomplishments last year. 1 minute I'm showing her the ropes, and the next she's climbing up above me. I can't tell if I'm more proud or jealous. Last year, I kept getting assigned to other departments that needed a hand. But much to my relief, they're having me focus on the culture section for the time being. It'll mostly be Z1 coverage though, so I'm going to have to rev my engines to keep up. I understand that Marielle has been conducting an independent investigation. Frankly, it's more than a little concerning, but so long as it doesn't impact her work on the culture section, we'll just keep an eye out for now. Given her past performance, I'm willing to allow some leeway in what she chooses to cover. The girl has a keen instinct, all told. Acting on it was precisely what led to her achievements last year. Marielle always strove to measure up with Dingo, so I was afraid his passing would cause her to lose her way. It seems my fears were unfounded, though. She's been absorbing his teachings and improving as a reporter, one step at a time. Of course, she's still a greenhorn with a tendency to leap before she looks. But I say she's making steady progress toward forging a path of her own, separate from Dingo's. How do you really get over this, though? I mean, she's cheerier than she should be, considering Dingo was vaporized in an instant. Welcome to the Tyrell Times. How may I help you today? Well, at least it must have been painless, right? If you're here to speak with one of our reporters, I'm afraid there may be a bit of a wait. Everyone has a lot on their plates, what with all the events and other high-profile happenings this year. I have to wonder if Marielle's going to be alright, though. She's been doing more independent investigations than ever now. It's hard not to worry that she might be getting in over her head.